He's a photographer, and I feel like it'll be great for you to meet him with your pretty face. And he's having a party. I think it's all.
Made with a number. She will fade into the Arizona prison system, just like any other murderer.
What up, what up, what up? Hey, Janice, how you doing, babe? Hey, y'all. What's up, Dami? Ebony, hey, I just picked up my phone to send you a message on IG. Hey, David. Hey, you guys, come on in. How y'all doing today? I'm not gonna be on here long. Maybe about yeah, I'm in the DMV. Janice, I'm in the DMV. You in DMV or you just I don't have a New York. I got a New York accent. I ain't never lived in New York. Woo, I have never lived. What up, Teddy? I was gonna text you too, boo. Well, hey, Dallas, how you doing? Deirdre, how you doing, babe? Yeah, Janice, you in the DMV area, or you were just curious? DC transplanted to New York. I mean, North Carolina. I transplanted to North Carolina for about 6 years, maybe about closer to 7 years. I went to 6 years. Went to undergrad in North Carolina, and I lived down there for a few years, and then. But I'm down there all the time. Next time I'm down there, I'm gonna try to make my way to see Miss Ebony Crosby. I didn't make it to Charlotte this time. I had gone down last weekend. I had gone down to help my girlfriend move her daughter into her dorm, and we ended up going shopping and stuff like that. And it got late, and I was like, I can't make it to Charlotte now. But I'm definitely gonna make my way to the Charlotte area. This is, y'all. I'm gonna have to get it one day. Ouch. Y'all think I'm getting carpal tunnel. Anyway, you're not late, Raphael. We just started. Like, literally, we just started. I had started a live about, some of y'all might have seen it. I started a live like maybe 30, 40 minutes ago, and then I stopped. And now I'm back. So, no, you ain't missed nothing, babe. You ain't missed nothing. We are just getting started. Hey, Shay. Hey, you like to tag L Teddy and Ebony? Y'all are tagged in my tag. I just posted it a few minutes ago. Y'all are tagged in my tag. So y'all need to go check out that tag when we get off this live. Y'all need to go check it out. So that's what I was going to talk about. I just did a tag video. It's an easy one. It's not a real complicated one. But since we know that Mother has her jam sessions, we know that L Teddy always plays music on his lives, and a lot of times we get to talking about music. I'm a music person. I am a music person. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, you went to Roosevelt? Okay. Well, I went to girl, I'm a Catholic school girl. I went to Seton. I'm a Catholic school girl. But anyway, but I know Rose, y'all rough riders up there on the hill. I actually taught at a charter school that was renting space in Roosevelt. So I was in Roosevelt for a couple of years, but I didn't teach at Roosevelt. I taught at a charter school at Roosevelt. Anyway, Tatiana, I'm gonna get the song. I like that, the little sample that I heard. I liked it, y'all. Let me get that song. I'm download on my iTunes. I liked it. I mean, it is what it is, y'all. It ain't no worse than anything else they playing on the damn radio these days. Yes, I love me some music. So yeah, I did the challenge, and honestly, I could do three, four more of them. Y'all, I don't know. I gotta get this lighting right. It's not something ain't hitting me right with this light, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to play around with it. Okay, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. I could have done 2, 3 more of them daggone challenges. You know what I'm saying? Because I love music, and just like yesterday when we were talking about Brian McKnight, and it took me, y'all saw how it took me to a whole nother place, like, because the music took me back to where I was in that moment and what was going on in my life at that time, and it just took me to a whole nother place. You know what I mean? Yeah, I saw that Facebook challenge. I did see that. I did not participate in it, but some of my friends did. So I saw it. But this was a challenge I did on Facebook like a year ago. It popped up in my memories. And I was like, you know what? This is a down and dirty, easy breezy Facebook challenge. Challenge that I could turn into a real quick tag. And that was one of the things we said we were going to start getting back to doing more tags and things like that. One, it helps creators, and it's just fun. It's just really, really fun. Any difference is you couldn't talk. Oh, the only difference. Yeah, yeah, that was the difference. The difference on the Facebook one was just post the album cover. It speaks for itself. But I wanted, because it's a tag, I wanted people to be able to sort of explain it. But you're right. That's it. That's the one, Teddy. That's the one. You just post the album cover and no words are needed. And like I said, that's why I said I could have done this. Because again, just depending on where I am in my life at the time, what types of things I'm going through, music just takes me. It depends on what mood I'm in, what I want to listen to, you know. Ah, I'm gonna get to Moonlight. Look, I just got to David Makes Man. We're gonna talk about that now. I never saw Moonlight. I remember when it was out. I remember all the hype around it. I've seen clips from it, but I never saw the movie. I told you my ADHD. That's, look, the way my ADHD is set up. Okay, so I'll say, oh, I want to see that. I want to see that. Y'all see me do it on here. People tell me to watch stuff. I'm like, okay, all right, and I'll write it down, and I will have the best of intentions. I will have the best of intentions, and then it'd be like squirrel, and my brain is way over there doing something else. That was what was on the back of my iPod. It was engraved, the soundtrack of my life. Somebody stole that iPod from me. And I think it was one of my coworkers. I think it was one of my coworkers. No, was it one of my coworkers? It was either one of my coworkers or one of my students. But hey, what's up, little baby? But yep, that's what it was on there. And I actually think I want to get. I do like that, and I think I want to get it somewhere else. I really do like it. But yep, the soundtrack of my life. But because music really truly is. When I was a kid, you know, when parents know their children. So when I was a kid and I would get in trouble, your parents take something from you. Well, my parents did. They punished us. They took something from us. For me, it was my phone and my radio. You can keep the TV in my room. That wasn't a punishment for me. My radio and my phone was a punishment for me. Take my phone and take my radio, baby. I would like to die. Luckily for me, I'm a writer, so I would write. When I ain't had my phone or my radio, I just wrote a lot. But like I said, I mean, I'd watch TV, but the TV just didn't. It wasn't a punishment for me. Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" album. Oh yes, 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 yes. Beautiful, beautifully written, so impactful, still relevant. Absolutely. Mother played it over and over again. She passed not long after. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, Deirdre, but absolutely. I'm gonna tell you the memory I have with Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On." My brother, moved to Philadelphia, and my brother used to have card parties. That's a nice way of saying he ran a gambling house, but he had card parties that people had to pay for. So anyway, but I promise you, they always ended up at some point in the night. They played Marvin Gaye "What's Going On." At some point in the night, they played that album, and it looks like it's in slow motion. What, the video? Okay. Um, Frame drops. Okay. Um, And before the night is over, they will always play it. And one of my brother's friends knew every song, and he would almost perform it like he was Marvin Gaye. And his name was Don Money, and I remember him, and I will never forget Don Money. And actually, Don Money just passed away a couple of months ago. Oh, thank you. You know what? Not on purpose, because I have on a black T-shirt that my nephew has towed up. He was eating animal crackers and he got it all over my daggone shirt. I said, "Daggone little boy." Um, but I wear these every day. We were talking about that on a couple of lives ago. I'm getting ready to start playing around with those websites where you can order the different frames, because I do want to start getting myself a variety of frames. I do want to get into that. Okay. All right, El Teddy, here's what you've been waiting for. Okay. David Makes Man. I watched it last night. I looked at your review last night. Yeah, Oprah be having some nice glasses. Yeah, they make trash now. They just make beats. And nobody cares. They just make beats. Anyway, I must agree with El Teddy and Ebony Crosby. The show is phenomenal. The show is phenomenal. I absolutely see Teddy being having an English background, an English teacher, I definitely see why I caught you. I definitely see why you were all in, right? I wasn't sure, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I just wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about this show. But it is phenomenal. Um, I think I'm still gonna do a traditional review. But what got me the most with the show, I got it from the beginning. Like from the first frame, I got it. I knew the whole story, but not in a it's predictable and it's badly written kind of way, but in a I'm intrigued by this. I got it from that very first frame when he's dreaming and he's underwater and he comes out of his dream and his brother's standing there with them damn sheets because his brother, and you're right, Teddy, he's too old to be peeing the bed. But again, that is indicative of something bigger. Him being that old is still peeing the damn bed. And then you see that he a badass. Anytime your brother drop you off at school and his parting words to you are don't get in a fight. And then later on that day, he in a fight, and the mama gonna say, "You've been fighting." He a badass. But I bet you if his little friends knew he was peeing the bed every damn night, okay? Oh, you've watched it twice more since. I'll probably watch it one more time before I do the review. I knew for those of y'all who haven't seen it, I'm sorry, I don't want to reveal too much, but it is very good. My favorite scene, yeah, with him and the best friend, that was good. That was good. Their facial expressions had the whole conversation, and then they gave you that was good. That was so imaginative. Doesn't even seem to be a good enough adjective, but it was. That was so good. That was so good. Like I knew that story. I'm with you, Teddy. I thought that he was the father and that the white woman was the stepmom. That's what I thought, but I knew that whole story too. I knew when the minute they showed him and that whole interaction, so much was said. These actors are phenomenal on the show because so much is said in their face. They don't even have to say anything. So much is said in their face. But I had figured out that boy was being abused in some way. I figured that out. Yeah, Ebony. But they both knew that's what was going to happen. I think David was so focused on trying to get himself out of trouble at that point that he sort of ignored that part of it. But he knew what was going to happen. When the mama picked him up and said, your stepfather is going to be so disappointed or so upset or whatever, you knew what was going to happen. You knew what was going to happen. Yes, definitely Phylicia Rashad's character. The principal sort of surprised me a little bit, El Teddy, because and I understand that they're at a magnet school and all that good stuff, but she seems so shocked about him saying that their phone is cut off and the water was cut off. I mean, the lights were cut off. And I'm thinking to myself, my first year in teaching, I got that lesson, and I didn't, it was new for me. But for her to be a principal and for her to act like that was so, I don't know, that was a little shocking to me. Because she act like that was like, so, oh, he needs to go talk to the therapist and this and this and this. And I'm thinking to myself, most principals, and I know not all, but most principals were teachers at one point, or at least in the classroom for some period of time. And I'm thinking, why is this new for you? It just threw me off. That one threw me off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I'm saying. Like it was pretty normal. Like I don't see what was abnormal about students. And this time, did you eat breakfast? And she just act like, oh my, I don't think he's eating. You think? I don't know. It was weird. Hey, Felita, how you doing? You like the show? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And when I say I figured it out, I'm not saying I know all the answers because I'm sure there are going to be some twists and turns. But even something that I think, and I don't know if you didn't pick up on it, Teddy, or you just didn't say it in your review. Okay. If y'all didn't see the show, I'm sorry. But the guy that he keeps seeing on the bus. Well, he saw on the bus. And we figured out what his story was by the end of the episode. I had already figured out who he was. I'm not who he was, but I'd already figured out that what we were seeing. I'm trying to talk without telling the whole story. I had already figured out what we were seeing, right? But here's what I figured out as well. Remember when David was on the lookout, and the dude with the red dreads or whatever they are came. Hey, Sylvia, came and bought him that. I guess it was a burrito or a sandwich or whatever, a hot dog or something like that. And he was saying, "Yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to talk without talking too much, but because I still want y'all to go see it because it is really good. It's worth the watch. I'm not telling y'all everything, but remember when he bought him that sandwich and he was saying he only had one that I know of, and I'm an only child. That's that man's son. That's that man's son. And he's not sure if David is his brother or not, but he knows that David had a tight relationship with his father. That dynamic is going to have to be definitely explored deeper. But yeah, okay, so you did pick up on it. You did pick up on it because I said when he said, I'm trying to get close to you. I'm trying to reach out to you. I keep reaching out to you because he only had one. That was his way of saying, I'm the son he recognized. Now, I don't know if you was the son on the back end, but I'm the son he recognized. And I'm trying to get close to you because I'm really trying to figure out what it was about you that my father saw and why my father chose to have such a close. I bet you we're going to find out that his father didn't really have no good relationship with him, but him and David had some. We see that him and David had some sort of connection. So yeah, I'm killing you. Sorry, Danny. I'm sorry, Danny. Yeah, with the second interaction. Okay, yeah. The first interaction, I didn't figure out the whole backstory, but I figured out it was a figment. Do I think Sky was abusive? I don't know. You're talking about. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm thinking the right person. Do I think who likes to be called auntie? Yeah, I figured out I figured that part. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I had a piece of meat right there and it was irritating me. Oh, that's a good question, Sylvia. Is that him in the future? Hmm. That scene with the mom when he tried to hug her subconsciously, but in real life, yeah. That one got me too, Teddy. Because that's all he wants. Oh, with Phylicia Rashad. I don't know if Phylicia Rashad want to be called auntie. I don't know about that one, y'all. I don't know. She might be like Oprah and Gail and be like, don't call me auntie. So be calling me auntie. Yeah, Sky was definitely a father figure. And Sky, and let me tell you something else, Teddy. That story you told, it almost reminded me of a friend of mine. Well, we're not friends no more. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But me and her were really tight at one point. And she was that kid in the neighborhood, like you were that kid in the neighborhood. She was that kid in the neighborhood that the drug dealers looked out for, that the drug dealers was like, you gonna be the one. Like, you don't come over here with us. Don't come up. No, don't touch her. And she told me the story about one time that she was in high school and she was at the mall and the neighborhood drug dealer ran into her cutting school. And he was like, what you doing here? Why you not in school? And he said, she told me how he proceeded to have this whole conversation with her about how she was going to get out and she was better than this and this wasn't for her. And he bought her lunch and took her ass to school. And when you told that story, that reminded me of her story with that. That reminded me of that. It was yeah, that reminded me of that. Yeah, exactly. Because they saw it in you. They knew. And you know, that's why when people say, I don't understand why the neighborhood be protecting these drug dealers. They selling poison to the neighborhood. They're destroying the neighborhood. What people don't understand is a lot of times these same drug dealers that, yes, are selling poison, they also taking care of the neighborhood. They're taking care of the kids. They're paying bills. They're putting groceries in people's refrigerator. Like, people don't understand that. And it's crazy, and it's an oxymoron, and it's all of that stuff. But people don't understand. Hey, Rebecca, people don't understand how they make this connection. They don't understand that connection. You know what I'm saying, Rebecca? What drama? Because let me tell you something. I am so disconnected from this season of Big Brother. Michi won. Michi or Mikey, whatever the hell his name is. He's the new HOH, right? Yeah, an All American. I can't wait for All American. Everybody kept telling me to go watch All American, and I hadn't watched it. But when I was on vacation a couple of weeks ago, I binged the whole first season. So I'm ready for season 2, which I'm sure is gonna come up in the next couple of weeks. I'm ready for season 2. But yeah, I binged it. Well, damn, you gave up the first week. Shit, Teddy. Yeah, Big Brother this season, and don't get me, let's not get it twisted. Big Brother has always had a certain dynamic. They always catered to a certain dynamic. We know that in the casting, that's what they did. But I don't know, something about this season. I don't know. All I cared about was the fake Jason Momoa guy. Well, yes, because he irritated me from day one. He's such an arrogant ass. And did you see? And I don't know if it's real or not, Rebecca. Did you see where Michi, whatever the other Jackson? Did you see what his mother posted talking about that the producers are making him say these things, and this is not her son, and this is not who he is, and when this over, they'll be seeking legal action. I'm like, first of all, there is no legal action you can take, because I'm sure that CBS made them sign whatever waiver they needed to sign, all of the above. Second of all, that is who your son is. The producers, that's just like with these reality stars talking about something, it was editing. They can't edit what you said. Now, I know sometimes they do these voiceovers, but they can't edit what you said. If you said it, you said it. Now, they might be able to edit the circumstances and how you said it, but if you said it, you said it. And Michi knows those cameras are on him, or whatever his name is. He knows those cameras are on 24/7. He is saying what the hell he want to say. He knows, he just don't get it. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you, boo. I saw it on, and again, I don't know if it's real, but I saw it posted on any new people in the room. That's my social media and stuff. Exactly. The camera can't use, but you don't give them. There you go. Tammy Roman. Boom. There it is. But what is it on Instagram? I think it's Big Brother Squad, or I think on hold on. I follow it on my Instagram, and it was probably about 2 weeks ago now. If you go back to it, you have to go back. Hold on. I pick up my phone and I always get sidetracked. Hold on. It's called, I want to say it's called Big Brother. I know it's Big Brother something. Big Brother Squad. Big Brother Squad on Instagram. I follow them. Hey, Sassy Queen, how you doing, boo? I'm glad you made. Once you the one to always come in and say, I missed your live. I missed your live. I'm glad you made it. Glad you made it to a live. But yeah, so David Makes Man, it is highly recommended. I again, I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna do a traditional review. I think I am, because I got some stuff I want to say. And I can't really talk like I want to talk, because I really don't want to spoil it. I've already said too much, honestly, but I really don't want to spoil it for anybody who wants to go back and watch it. But I'm glad you made it, boo. Shout out to L Teddy 27 and Ebony Crosby, because y'all both told me I needed to watch it, and Teddy wants me to review it. And on the strength of my love for Teddy, I think I'm gonna go ahead and review it. I'll probably drop that review maybe tonight, depending on because we're not gonna be on here long, because you know my 8 o'clock shows start up. We got Potomac. I don't have Southern Charm tonight, because last week was the finale of that. So I might be able to drop it tonight, because I only have Claws. Claws is gone. So I could probably drop it tonight, because I only have, as far as I know, all I have tonight is Real Housewives of Potomac. Now they had this new show on WeTV called Beyond the Pole, which is kind of giving you like it's like a reality show of Exotic dancers, I'm still trying to decide. I watched like half of an episode, and it's it, I don't know how to describe it. It's interesting, but not so much. It's kind of predictable interesting. Like the stuff that they're saying is stuff you would expect people would say about being a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Like most of them had hard lives. One girl said that she started stripping at 13 because her mama, she's like, my mama called me bitch like that was my name. And I started stripping when I was 13. I went to the strip club because I was intrigued by what was going on. And the man told me he would give me $600 to lift up my skirt. So I lifted up my skirt and I was able to pay the water bill the next day. Like, I'm listening and it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to hear these women tell these stories. Another one talking about how basically she knows she an alcoholic and that's how she deals. Her mama was a crackhead. She's like, but I don't do drugs. I drink, but I don't do drugs. And I'm just like, do I really want to review this? You know what I mean? Like, it's sad. And of course, all of them are trying to get, no, not all of them. All of them ain't trying to get out, but some are trying to get out. You know what I mean? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know if that's something I want to review. I don't know. Yeah, Madison Behind the Bench, it is good. You know, she's hilarious to me anyway. And you know, Oliver is the executive producer of that. So he's doing some big things. Oliver is getting ready to do something for me probably next month. Y'all will see it. He's going to do something for me. I'll tell y'all. I can't tell y'all yet, but he's going to do something for me. Yeah, and that's the other thing, little baby. I just don't know if that's something that I can do a whole season of. First of all, we already on the second episode, and I'm barely through the first episode. So that probably tell you right there, I probably ain't gonna review it. But yeah, I did. I lost Claws. I lost Real Housewives of Potomac. So I will probably pick up David Makes Man. I told y'all now Black Ink Crew Compton. I said I would try it. So I haven't even watched the first episode. So that tell you how excited I am about reviewing it. Although Kyla Pratt, y'all remember the actress Kyla Pratt? Her boyfriend is one of the people on the show. Y'all always knew that her baby daddy was a tattoo artist. So he's on the show. So that gives you a little bit of connection there, whatever. They tried it first episode. There were no commercial. You know what, baby? Is anybody gay? And David Makes Man. They do have, I'm assuming he's like the building manager or the super. He looks like he's a drag queen. I don't know if he's transgender, but he's certainly, he's certainly a drag queen. I don't know if he's a transgender woman though. But so yeah, you have that. And Teddy seems to think that there's some underlying connection between David and his best friend. I'm not sure. I sort of picked up on something there, Teddy, but I don't have enough information to make a decision yet. But I think I might have picked up on something. But the thing about his best friend, because of the abuse, the best friend is really confused because he's got the crazy home life. He's kind of be confused, you know. Yeah, Dami, that's what Teddy was saying the same thing. And again, I'm not saying no. I'm saying give me a few more episodes to try to weed that out. Give me a few more episodes. Yeah, Patanka going to the Caribbean tonight, y'all. Yes, Patanka. It looks like they're gonna have it out with Miss Katie. Looks like there's gonna be some drama with Katie and the whole group. It looks like the whole group. But I want to see the situation between Robin and Giselle because it seems like Robin is finally upset with Giselle. Now, unfortunately, it's because Giselle did something to her. But finally, it looks like Giselle gonna put her foot down with Robin gonna put her foot down with Miss Giselle. We're gonna see that. Okay, boo. I understand. Thanks for coming through, Rebecca. As always, thank you for coming through. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I'm losing polls this week. Yes, I'm pissed off about that too, Teddy. But next week I'm gonna be losing polls and picking up Power because I do Power. I review Power. So Power starts on Sunday. I keep forgetting I gotta call my damn DirecTV and add stars because I only get stars when it's time for Power to come on. As soon as that last episode go off, I cancel it because I don't watch nothing else on that channel. Now I got enough shit on that I pay for that I don't watch. What is that? What Nini's saying that she was on antidepressants and that's what she's trying to? Baby, what's up, Hermit TV? Child, child, child. Why, Teddy? Why you critical of Power? You think people not gonna appreciate how you review it, child? You better go on and review that thing. You never made it through season 1. I will say this. I absolutely believe this. I agree that this needs to be the last season because there really ain't a whole lot more we can go. They're talking about this going to be a prequel. Now, I can definitely see a prequel happening because a prequel will show how Tommy and Ghost really became friends, like who Ghost was coming up in the game, how they connected with 50 Cent's character, how that whole thing went down with 50 Cent ending up in jail, how he met his wife. Like, I can see a prequel. Now, I don't know about it being a series. I could see maybe a limited series prequel, like maybe a 10-episode prequel, because it ain't a whole lot. They've given us so much as the show has gone on over the years. There ain't a whole lot to tell us, but there's some little knickknacks here and there that they can kind of throw at us that I think they could take advantage of a prequel. And I could even see a sequel, depending on what they end up doing with the son's character. I could even see a sequel. With it being about the son, but it just depends on what they're going to do with his character. I don't know what they're going to do with him because he's getting on my nerves. 50 said the show ain't ending, but 50 said a lot of stuff. When I see it, I'll believe it. I looked at the first episode of the Black Woman sketch comedy show. I taped it. I have not looked at any more episodes. I didn't enjoy it. I tape it because I'm gonna go on to support Black women. So I will tape it. I'll keep it in my DVR, but I didn't enjoy it. I felt like it was playing off of all the Black female stereotypes. I feel like it went for low-hanging fruit. Some of the jokes I didn't even get, so maybe that was just above my head. Maybe I wasn't smart enough to get some of the jokes. But I feel like overall, I just feel like it was low-hanging fruit. I feel like the punchline was always us. You know what I mean? Like, it's a sketch comedy about Black women, and I get that. But I just felt like I don't know. I just felt like the punchline was always the Black woman with the attitude, the sassy Black woman. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't do it for me. It just didn't do it for me. Yeah, exactly, Dami. It just didn't do it for me. Yeah. Robin Thede, who, again, I ain't mad at her. Do your thing, boo. She had Angela Bassett in the first episode. She had Laverne Cox in the first episode. My understanding, she had Lena Waithe in the second episode. I ain't mad at her. Do your thing. I think Issa Rae is gonna be on some of the episodes, but it just ain't my thing. But I'm not a big sketch comedy person anyway. I think the last sketch comedy show I really enjoyed was Living Color, and I only enjoyed like the first couple of seasons of that. Once the Wayans left, it ain't really give me nothing. Hey, Carolyn, how you doing, boo? Yeah, see, that's how I feel about it, Dami. Now, like, that's like this stuff going on in these YouTube streets about color and who can and who can't say what. If that show had been made by majority white writers, if they took any one of those sketches and put it on Saturday Night Live, they'd be blasted. Saturday Night Live will be blasted. But because it was from Black women, I guess it was supposed to be cool. I just didn't find them funny. I don't think the closest I came to laughing in that first episode was the skit with Angela Bassett in it, where they were like teaching you how to not be a basic bitch or something like that. But even with that, it was stereotypes. It was all full of stereotypes. We could even go further than that, Teddy. We can go back to Moms Mabley. I love y'all. Hey, Cookie. It's like black girls who only have white friends. Yeah, it just didn't do it for me. If y'all want to see some funny shit, y'all go back and watch some of old Moms Mabley. She was funny. I don't think I saw the 227 skit. That must have been on episode 2 or 3. The episode I saw was the first one where they had like the little James Bond parody with the big girl who, because she's so ugly and so plain, nobody sees her, so she made the best spy. And I was like, well, gee, thanks. Then they did the basic bitch one. And I understood, and I did understand what they were saying with that about, it's really the man behind the camera that's controlling these women, me is television. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go back and watch. Like I said, it's in my DVR and I'll watch them. But that was the one last Friday. Okay, I have it. Like I said, it's in my DVR. I'm gonna go back and watch it, but it just didn't do it for me, y'all. It just didn't do it for me. You can watch it on YouTube. What? Moms Mabley. I'm sure she's on YouTube or the Black Woman Comedy Show. I know I'm ready for Insecure to come back. Now I do love me some Insecure. I love me some Insecure, and I review Insecure. So I know I'm waiting for Insecure to come back. You know what? I wasn't sure about the storyline when they told us what the storyline of Coming to America 2 was going to be about, but I am here. Yeah, the pole skit was cute. I will say that. The pole skit was cute. But I am here for the fact that they bringing back so many people from the original. What I hate to see in a sequel is 2 things I hate to see in a sequel. The first thing I hate to see in a sequel is people have amnesia and they forgot that the whole first movie happened and the sequel is almost just a repeat of the first one. Can't stand it. I cannot stand a sequel that is just a repeat of the first one. For example, 48 Hours, another 48 Hours. In the first 48 Hours, Eddie Murphy, I know this is an old movie, some of y'all might not have ever seen it, but Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte spent the whole damn movie fighting each other. They hate each other, they fight each other. By the end of the movie, they got along, they had an understanding, they was cool. For another 48 Hours, they met all over again. And it's basically just the same movie with a new crime. I don't like that. The second thing I don't like is sequels that you can't get the same people to do the movie. So you sitting there like, well, that person was such a main character, or you giving me the same character and a different person. And I'm like, what? And I know sometimes it can't be helped. People don't want to do sequels. The money ain't right, whatever. I understand sometimes it can't be helped, but ultimately I can't stand that. So I like the fact that they're getting, so it looks like they're getting pretty much the gang is coming back. They have Arsenio Hall, James Amos, Sherry Headley, Vanessa Bell Calloway. Like everybody is coming back. I mean, obviously, Madge Sinclair can't come back as his mama. We get that. That would be weird. But I like the fact that so many people are coming back. So we're going to see how that work out. You're not here for Tiffany Haddish. She's in the Kevin Hart category for me. I find them funny and then they just do too much. Like they're funny to a point, but then they just keep going. Hey Jonathan, how you doing, babe? I do want to see the Dolomite movie. I think we had that conversation on here before. I love a blaxploitation. I love me my blaxploitation movies. I have a whole collection of DVDs of blaxploitation. So I'm here for the Dolomite. I would love to hear the story. Even from the preview, I'm like, wow, that's how it went down. No, Eddie Murphy is doing his life story. Basically, he's doing Rudy Ray Moore. He's doing the Rudy Ray Moore's life story and how Dolomite came to be. That's really what it is. That's the thing, little baby. I don't know how I feel about the storyline for Coming to America 2, but I am glad that they're making an effort to get everybody back into it. I'm with you with that, Teddy, that some movies just need to stand alone. Like, they just don't need to be no remakes. Like, any sequels. It just needs to just stand alone. I know a lot of times we want more of that movie, more of those characters. We want more. But sometimes that's just all you need to have. Like, it don't need to be a sequel. Like, it needs to just stay where it is. You know what I mean? Like, for as much as I love Love Jones, I don't need a sequel to Love Jones. I need the movie to end where it ended. I don't need to see 10 years later they done broke up again and they got a kid now and I don't need to see all of that. I need the movie to end with them standing in the rain and him telling her, baby, I don't give a damn what we gotta do, but we're gonna make this work. That's why I needed to end. I don't need no sequel to that. Love and Basketball. I don't need no sequel to Love and Basketball. I needed to end with him on that court hitting her with the double or nothing. I know they gave us the little, they played basketball, but that's it. I don't need no sequel. Yeah, trading places. Yeah, I don't need no sequels. Leave it where it is. 5 Heartbeats. I don't need no sequel. What we gonna do? The new generation? You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. Call it a different movie, bring in some of the same characters, but we don't need no sequels. Ebony, we was cool. We was cool, Ebony. Ebony, we was cool. Eb. You don't like Love and Basketball? Girl, that's one of my movies. Oh, that's one of my movies. Oh, I'm sorry, Ebony. Eb, that's one of my movies, babe. Ugh. You too, little baby? Ugh. You too, Teddy? Ugh. I love Love and Basketball. Yeah, it's gonna be on Netflix. Dolomite's gonna be on Netflix. I didn't know it was gonna be in the theaters too, but I know it's gonna be on Netflix. Yes, Cotton Cup. Yes, yes, Carolyn Alexander. All of that. Shaft, Cotton Comes to Harlem, The Mac, 5 on the Black Hand Side, Foxy Brown. Yes, Coffee. Yes, all of that. Cleopatra Jones. Shaft Goes to Africa. Yup, all of that. All of that. Not Diary of a Fuckboy. Oh Lord. Not Diary of a Fuckboy. Oh my gosh. Now come on, Teddy. I'm not gonna let you do that. You're not gonna compare Sanaa Lathan to no damn Lisa Ray. You ain't doing that. No, I ain't letting you do that. Oh no, I ain't letting you do that. Now, Sanaa Lathan ain't winning no damn Oscars, but you not gonna put her in the same category as Lisa Ray non-acting ass. Hell no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. No. I'm not gonna let you do that. Not gonna let you do it. Yeah, I'm about to start taking these braids out my hair. I gotta start from the middle so I can still be halfway decent. I'm gonna start from the middle and work my way out. But whew, yeah, we gone by the end of the week. Oh, the Happily Never After. No, I mean Napoli Ever After. Yeah, no, that wasn't good. That wasn't a good movie. I reviewed it. That was it. I mean, yeah, I reviewed it. It's a review somewhere on my channel. I watched it and I did a review on it. Yeah, that's it. Napoli Ever After. It's okay, Jacqueline. It is all right. She said she had to step away for a minute and bake some chicken tenders. I ain't mad at you, boo. I'm about to get off here in a few minutes anyway because it's 8:00 and I'm getting ready to I'm giving an hour. I just want her character to love herself enough to know that boy ain't shit and she deserves better. But okay, see, I just see it differently, Ebony. I saw it differently. Yes, he dogged her. Yes, it was some shit. He did. But I just saw it as they were meant to be together and they went through what they went through in life and they had to grow up and mature and go through some life experiences and they came back together. That's how I looked at it. I hear what you're saying, but I also feel like sometimes people just fuck up. I mean, he was young. He was going through his own turmoil with his home situation. He was jealous. He was jealous of her, and that is a male ego. Hey, Tamika McMillan. That is a male ego. So I think there was a lot going on. He even said that. He said, look, I was fucked up. Remember, he grew up as the man. He was the man in school. He was the all-star. He was recruited by colleges. She was the tomboy. They were like best friends. I don't know. I just didn't see it that way. I could see where you're coming from, but I just didn't see it that way. I just saw it as they were meant to be together. They went through what they went through because life sometimes hands you fucking lemons. And she had her own insecurities and stuff like that. And I don't know. That's how I read it. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he had just found out that his father, everything he thought about his father was a lie. Like, on top of that, I don't know. I just didn't read it the way y'all are reading it. But you know, nah, he never matured. He was continually on that bullshit. This ignorant nigga was engaged to another woman when they played that game. He was, but he wasn't in love with that woman. He was in love with her. He never stopped being in love with her. He was in love with her. Now that's the only part of the movie I did not like. I did not like that they were, because I don't like that whole, I mean, outside of a different world, because that was the best episode ever in the history of TV. But outside of a different world, I don't like that whole leaving somebody at the altar or at the last minute. I don't like that. But again, he loved her enough, but he wasn't in love with her. And when Sanaa came back around, they tried to resist it. Both of them tried to resist it. But you just can't look. You can't control love, Ebony. Can't control love. That's who he loved. That's who she loved. That's what they love. Child, Ebony don't be cutting nobody no breaks. Dang, girl. Well, hey Sierra, how you doing? Well, we about to get off of here, but thank you. I'm glad you caught the live, girl. But we about in about what time? In about 14 more minutes. We getting off. We getting off at an hour, solid hour. I'll be on here for a solid hour. But thank you, girl, for coming through. I'm glad. I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate it. We Oh, before I go, my last hashtag, my favorite episode of A Different World was them pledging one and the Aunt Your Mama one. My favorite episode was Dwayne, please, baby, baby, please, at that altar, begging his boo. Yes. And A Different World was one of the few shows that I think had a very good ending. The way they ended it and they let you know what was going on with each character, I think was perfect. And I think they were going to try to do like a little spinoff, but I don't think it worked out. But I feel like they gave us a really good ending. Now, I have a great idea for A Different World reunion. I have the perfect idea. I don't want to tell nobody. I'll tell, but I'm like, if I could get in touch with Debbie Allen and be like, look, let me tell you my idea. Because, they've been playing around with doing like a reunion. I have the perfect idea of a reunion of A Different World. Perfect idea. But it's a hole in this straw, y'all. Oh, Lord, Ebony. Anyway, Ebony ain't cutting that man no slack. Anyway, okay, my last hashtag is the hashtag is Garrett Phillips. Is anybody looking at on somebody put this on their Facebook? They were like, y'all need to be watching Who Killed Garrett Phillips. Now y'all know I like true crime and all that other stuff. So I was like, all right, let me check it out. So I looked at it, the first episode last night. It's 2 episodes already out. I looked at the first episode last night. It's coming on HBO. It is about the death of a 12-year-old boy. And at first I was like, oh, I can't do this. I don't like doing kids. I don't like doing kids when they die. I don't like that. But what the story is about is a small town in upstate New York, one of those real remote communities when you think the opposite of what you think of when you think of New York City. And there's this black guy, it's one of them places where you don't see too many black folk. Y'all might see some Confederate flags flying around. And he was the soccer coach. He was like a college star in the area, and then he came back and became the soccer coach. Yeah, it's pretty good. And it's the story of, I don't want to tell y'all too much because, again, I'm recommending it. I think y'all should go see it. But it's the story of what happened to him. Garrett, like I said, Garrett was a 12-year-old boy who died. And basically, they tried to railroad him. But what I love, and I've only seen the first episode, but what I love, honey, is they thought they was dealing with a dumb nigga. And they were not. Now, he did make a few mistakes, but they were the kinds of mistakes that we all would have made in that situation. Like, it was one part where they had him at the police station, and he was like, if I'm not arrested, then I'm free to go. And they would not let him leave. And and it's all on videotape with him trying to walk out, and they're like standing in front of him, blocking him from leaving. He was like, if I'm not arrested, then I can leave, right? If I'm not arrested, then I can leave. Why are y'all not letting me leave? And he was like, at that moment, I only had 2 options. He was like, option number 1 was for me to push my way out that door and bulldoze my way out that door. Option number 2 was for me to sit my butt back down. No, he said option number 1 was for me to push my way out the door or something else. Either way, both of them was physical. He was like, I didn't like either one of those options because I knew they weren't going to end well for me. So he ended up sitting back down, and they ended up detaining him in that police station. They didn't arrest him. They had read him his Miranda rights, but they kept telling him, "You free to go, you free to go." But then they wouldn't let him leave. Then they took his cell phone. He was like, "I've called my lawyer. I'm waiting for my lawyer to call me back." No, no, sir. We need your phone. We need your phone. He was like, "Well, why are you taking my phone?" But again, all of this is on video. So I was like, "Yeah, I can't wait to see." I think I'm gonna look at episode 2 before I go to bed tonight. Yeah. And that's what I get it, Sierra. I understand. Because like I said, I almost cut it off when I saw that it was about a 12-year-old. I said, oh no, I ain't trying to do this. I ain't trying to do this. But then when I saw, and it is, don't get me wrong, the first probably 15 minutes are going will be hard because that's when they talk about the little boy dying. Um, that'll probably be hard. But then the rest of it really it gets into the police basically zero in on him, never looking at another suspect, and they're gonna make their narrative fit. You know what I mean? But I'm only on episode 1. There are 2 episodes, might be, I don't know when the third, I don't know how long of a series it is, but I'm gonna watch it. Teddy, as a black man, I can understand why that's something that's hard for you to watch. All of my black male friends have had a really hard time with it. And even some of my black male friends who are from New York or lived in New York during that time, they were like, I'm not gonna watch it. I can't. I lived it. Like one of my friends actually went to school with Antron. He went to school with Antron. They weren't best friends or nothing, but he knew him. And then I have another friend who went to school with Yusef, and they are actually still in touch. They're still in contact with each other, and they went to the same school. So, because Yusef went to like a private school. So yeah, I definitely understand you not that just being something you can't do. I get it. I get it. Trayvon Martin went to the school you were. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, that would trigger me too, Teddy. Yeah, that would definitely trigger me too. I've had students murdered, but not on that level and not get that kind of notoriety. So yeah, let me tell y'all something. As a teacher, that is, I mean, outside of a parent, don't get me wrong, but as a teacher, that is really the hardest part. As a teacher, is losing one. When you get a phone call or you find out one of your kids has been killed or died, because I've had one student die of sickle cell. I've had 2 students. Well, I had one student murdered while I was teaching him. I had another student hit by a car like the week after school let out. And then I've had other students that have died, afterwards. Yeah, Teddy. And let me tell you something. That is oh my gosh, going to a funeral of anyway, I don't even want to go down here. You know what, Dami? Here's the thing. And I want to say Will Smith said this, but if I don't hope I don't want to give him credit if it wasn't really him that said it. But basically, it's not that it changed the target or it's something new. It's that people are now taping it and showing us. We've always known these things to be true, but it was always our word against the police, and nobody listened to us. Oh, they're lying, they're exaggerating. I wasn't targeting him. I didn't do that. He had a gun. He threatened me. But now, with the advancement of technology and people can have a phone pretty much everywhere or some type of recording device everywhere, it's just becoming so prominent now. And now the blatant disrespect for our life is becoming so much more prominent. That's really, in my opinion, that's really what it is. They are my babies, Sierra. As much as I complain and talk shit about my students sometimes, those are my babies. And even the ones you don't like, because we're human. I've had students that I do not like, but I don't treat them any different. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe sometimes. But anyway, that's between me and my God. But yeah, it's still just not fun. Yeah, exactly, Sadie. And especially when you work in urban environments where, like I said, I had a student killed over the weekend. I'm grading papers. I still got papers with his name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some shit. The ones we hold to a high esteem have no accountability. Yeah, I mean, we're human, Teddy. We are human. People act like teachers can't have the same human feelings that everybody else has. Some kids you just don't like. They're not nice people. I'm sorry. I have kids that don't like me, and like I tell my students all the time, you don't have to like me. You gotta respect me. Hold on, this is my mom. Hold on, y'all. This is my mom. Hello. Yeah. When's she gonna be here? Did y'all decide where we going? I think my first day back is Thursday. I think I gotta look at the calendar. I know it's this week. I don't know what day it is, but I think it is Thursday because I don't know why they have us coming back on a Thursday. That's just the dumbest thing. But I think it is Thursday. Where we where are we going to eat? I think 3. So I think it's my regular work time. But if it's like one of those, you can work in your classrooms and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I could probably slide out. Where are we going to eat? Okay. I was thinking about Benihana's, but where's the Benihana? Benihana's. Oh, it's a Japanese steakhouse. Benihana. Never mind, mom. We can go to Carrabba's. It's okay. No, it's not that serious. But I was talking to Monique earlier, and we were talking about going to Benihana's. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Ma, I just told you it's a Japanese steakhouse, but I don't know where one is. I think the closest one might be like uptown. Don't worry, Mom. It's fine. We can go to Carrabba's. It's fine. We all like Carrabba's. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Works for me. Yeah. Between 4 and 5 should be fine for me. Okay. There. Lord have mercy, y'all. Um, Thank y'all. So thank you, Rouse Trucker, for coming through. Thank you for supporting. How you doing? No, it's definitely not what you see on TV. Um, I think they actually did try to do a reality show at one time with teachers, but the problem is you just can't show any. It was a lot of like kids' feet and blurred out faces because you can't really show the kids. There was a reality. It wasn't really a reality show. It was sort of a docu series that they followed a principal in DC for a year at an alternative school here in DC. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a very interesting, especially since I knew a lot of the situations and the players and even some of the people who were in it. I can't remember the name of it now. It was a couple of years ago. It was a couple of years ago. Yeah, definitely if there was a reality show for teachers, baby. Hmm. People would get totally different viewpoint of what happens, what really goes on in the classroom. Trust me. Trust me. Shoot, if they had a reality show for teachers, I'd watch because that baby, it's a whole nother situation. It's a whole nother situation. The name of the show is Who Killed Garrett Phillips. I think somebody was asking me what's the name of the show. It's called Who Killed Garrett Garrett Phillips, and it's on HBO. So if you just put it in on demand, it'll go ahead. Well, hey Sierra, thank you. I'm always ready. Girl, either one will work. Drinks. She sent me a super chat for school supplies or decorations or drinks for the after school first day. Either one. They will be used well. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you, babe. Thank you. If they do a reality show of teachers, those parents will sue because they wouldn't want to believe what they see. Yeah. It's funny now when you show a parent their child on video, like if it's a fight or if it's something else. We had a situation, not last year, but the year before last, where we had a fight. Student got suspended. That parent went all the way to the school board, right? Swore up and down that her daughter wasn't in that fight, that they lied on her daughter. Her daughter was trying to break the fight up, that she was trying to help break the fight up, and how dare they suspend her daughter? They always picking on her child. So went all the way to the school board. So when they pulled that security footage to show it to the parent, mind you, they'd already showed the parent the security footage. But when they showed it like in the hearing that they had with the school board and everything, And her daughter not only was her daughter not trying to break the fight up, her daughter started the fight. I said, and you knew that before you went to the school board. You had seen that footage before you went to the school board, idiot. But parents, you're right. They don't want to believe what they see. They're little babies. They're little babies, honey. Anyway, y'all, I'm great. Get up off of here. It's been an hour. I thank y'all for rocking with me, Sierra. Thank you for the super chat, boo. Thank you, Teddy, for being my moderator, working it out. And I'm going to catch y'all later. About to go get into these shows. I'll talk to y'all later. Yo, look into them tags. Anybody that's a content creator, check out my tag video. And I look forward to seeing who responds and what the response is. Teddy, I know you're going to have a hard time figuring it out. All that music you love. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Peace.